Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're feeling totally buried under a mountain of confusing and, let's be honest, contradictory advice about weight loss, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're going to cut straight through all that noise and separate the myths from the actual science.
I mean, does it ever feel like for every single diet tip you hear, there's another one that says the complete opposite? Don't eat carbs. No, you need carbs. You have to do hours of cardio. No, just lift weights. It is so frustrating, right? It makes you wonder, what on earth is actually true?
And that's really the heart of the problem. So much of the popular advice out there is just based on old myths that have been floating around for years. So our goal today is simple. Replace that confusion with clarity. We're going to use science as our guide to see what really, truly works.
All right, let's start with the big one. What's on your plate? We're about to tackle two of the absolute biggest food myths out there.
Oh yeah, we've all heard this one a million times, right? For decades, carbohydrates have been painted as the ultimate villain in the weight loss story. But is that really the whole picture? The truth is actually so much simpler than just demonizing an entire food group. When you look at the basic science, weight gain comes from one thing: consuming more calories than your body burns. That's it. It really doesn't matter if those extra calories come from carbs, protein, or fat. It all comes down to the overall energy balance. And here's the thing. Your body wants carbs. It needs them for fuel, especially for your brain and for any kind of exercise. The real key here is quality. Swapping out, say, sugary cereals for things like oats, sweet potatoes, or whole grains makes a world of difference. But ultimately, it always comes back to that total calorie balance.
This next myth. This one creates so much pressure and so much guilt. It's this all-or-nothing idea that you have to be absolutely perfect and that one bad meal is going to derail all of your progress.
But you know what? The science tells a completely different story. The weight loss plans that succeed long-term are not the most restrictive ones. They're the ones people can actually stick with. What truly matters is what you do consistently over weeks and months, not what you do perfectly in one single day. And it makes total sense when you think about it. The second you tell yourself, I can never have pizza again, what's the only thing you can think about? Pizza. It almost always backfires, leading to burnout and cravings. A flexible approach that makes room for the foods you love is something you can actually stick with for life, and that is what gets results. Okay, so we've sorted out some kitchen confusion. Now, let's head over to the gym. It's time to decode some of the most common myths about exercise and fat loss. I think pretty much everyone has fallen for this one at some point. It's this idea that you can just crunch away the fat on your stomach, or do endless leg lifts to slim down your thighs. I mean, it sounds like it should work, but it's just not how our bodies operate. So here's the scientific reality of it. You can't spot reduce. You just can't pick and choose where your body burns fat from. When you're in a calorie deficit, your body pulls energy from its fat stores all over, and where it pulls from first is mostly based on your genetics, not on which muscles you happen to be working that day. So look, doing all those crunches, it will absolutely build you some strong, solid ab muscles. But you're not going to see them until you reduce your overall body fat. A smart, full-body approach to exercise is what's going to create visible changes everywhere. The cardio is king myth. So many people believe the path to fat loss is just paved with endless, boring hours on a treadmill. And while cardio is fantastic for your heart health, it's really only one piece of the puzzle. You want to know what's most effective? What's the real secret sauce? It's combining them. A mix of both cardio and strength training is the most powerful way not only to burn calories during your workout, but to actually change your body's composition for the long haul. And here's why that combination is such a total game changer. Building lean muscle is basically like upgrading your body's engine. Muscle is metabolically active, which is just a fancy way of saying it burns more calories, even when you're just sitting on the couch. So the more muscle you build, the higher your metabolism is all day long. It's huge. So we've busted the big food myths, we busted the big exercise myths, so what are we left with? Let's put it all together into a simple, science-backed truth that you can actually use, starting today. Forget all the crazy, complicated rules. It really just boils down to these 4 things. 1. Maintain a small, sensible calorie deficit. 2. Focus on protein and fiber to help you feel full and satisfied. 3. Move your body in a way that builds strength and gets your heart pumping. And number 4, maybe the most important, focus on being consistent, not on being perfect. Because look,
Knowing all this stuff is great, but the real power comes when you actually apply it. So take a second and think about it. Which one of these myths has been holding you back? Because letting go of that one idea might just be the single most important step you take. Thanks for tuning in.